On Sunday, December 7th, 1941, just before 8 am, the Imperial Japanese Navy launched a surprise military attack against the United States at the naval facility at Pearl Harbor in Honolulu, Hawaii. The strike caused the United States, which was at the time a neutral nation, to formally enter World War II the next day. The attack was codenamed Operation Z by the Japanese military leadership. Japan planned the assault as a preventative measure. Its goal was to stop the US Pacific Fleet from interfering with its planned military operations in Southeast Asia against the US, UK, and the Netherlands' overseas possessions. Japanese attacks against the British Empire in Malaya, Singapore and Hong Kong, as well as on the US-held Philippines, Guam and Wake Island were coordinated over the course of 7 hours. The assault started at 7:48 am Hawaii Standard Time. 353 Imperial Japanese aircraft deployed from 6 different aircraft carriers in 2 waves assaulted the base. All 8 of the existing US Navy battleships were damaged before being sunk. 6 of them were later raised with the exception of USS Arizona, and all continued to combat in the war. In addition, the Japanese sunk or damaged 1 mine layer, 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and an anti-aircraft training ship. There were more than 180 US planes destroyed, 1,178 Americans were injured, and 2,400 Americans died. The headquarters building and the intelligence division's location and other significant base structures including the power plant, dry dock, shipyard, maintenance and fuel, and torpedo storage facilities were not attacked. Only 29 airplanes, 5 medium submarines, and 64 service members were lost by the Japanese nation. One of the submarine's commanding officer, Kazu Sakamaki, was taken prisoner. The Japanese plan was straightforward: to destroy the Pacific Fleet. As a result, the Americans would be unable to strike back as Japan's armed forces spread over the South Pacific. After a month of planning and practice, the Japanese successfully completed the mission. Later that day, Japan declared war on the United States and the British Empire, but the declarations were not really delivered until the next day. After realizing that the territory had also been invaded, the British government swiftly declared war on Japan, and the following day, the United States Congress followed suit. Germany and Italy each declared war on the US on December 11th, even though they were not legally required to do so by the Tripartite Pact with Japan. The US then declared war on both Germany and Italy. The attack on Pearl Harbor was eventually ruled to constitute a war crime in the Tokyo trials because it took place without a formal declaration of war and without being explicitly forewarned.